Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So this is a very special video, and this is a video that is ultimately because of you guys, your support of everything that you guys have done for me in the past few months regarding Ruby, regarding RTX, regarding my streams. A lot of you guys have been supporting those as well. But ultimately, it's just the fact of RTX and me giving back to you guys and you guys being able to help me make that possible. From the funds that I was able to get with RTX of setting up my plan and everything, I was also able to save up to get a camera to help out with vlogging, because a way that I said I was going to help in repaying a lot of you guys for helping me out to get to RTX for the first time was to vlog the experience. There's a lot of experiences that I'm going to be going through for the first time, being in a plane for the first time, a hotel for the first time, being in Austin for the first time, going to my first convention, my first RTX, meeting fans, meeting Rooster Teeth staff, going to new eateries, etc., etc. And it's just a lot of different things for me to take in. There's going to be a lot of pictures to take, a lot of videos to take, a lot of moments to capture and remember forever. And I wanted a really suitable camera to get the job done. And I did a lot of research. I looked online. I've done a lot of research and, looked a lot of into vloggers who use this particular camera for vlogs on their channel and stuff like that. And I decided to go with the Canon PowerShot G7X. This is a really awesome, high-quality camera. It has a lot of functionality, a lot of capabilities when it comes to taking high-res pictures, when it comes to taking high-res video, and a lot of other stuff. And I just did a lot of research. This was somewhat pricey as well, but you guys have been able to help support that, as well as myself. Over the next couple of months, I'm still going to be saving to get like personal expense, to have personal funds for like buying merch and stuff like that when I go to RTX. But I decided to get this camera ultimately for you guys, and I was able to get this camera because of you guys. So I can remember these moments, and I'll always have the camera in the future to get into vlogs for my channel. But ultimately, this was mainly for getting into vlogging so I can get familiar with vlogging in public and get comfortable with it, and then go to RTX and it's not all awkwardness. But this camera has a lot of function. It came with the base camera, a wristband, a charger, a battery pack. I also bought a second battery because I don't know how long the battery is going to be initially. Well, initially when I got it, I've already opened it. I've already used the camera. I've already tested it out and did a lot of stuff with it just so I can get the hang of it, because I'm not really camera savvy. But there's a lot of function with this camera. I know nothing about cameras, so it's been a learning experience. Has an LCD screen. It's Wi-Fi certified, so this camera acts as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So like if you want to transfer your videos, or not really videos, but your pictures digitally from like your camera to your phone, you can do that. And here it is right here. This small little beast is the camera that I decided to pick up for my vlogs, for RTX and everything like that. Hopefully you guys can see it good enough in my camera. Here is the wrist strap. I'm definitely going to be using this because this camera is really expensive. I also have warranty, 2-year drop warranty on the camera, just because I want it to be extra safe. And it's pretty freaking awesome. And then when you turn it on, the lens comes out, and then the back of the screen lights up and activates. You can see my face like Inception right here. I can see myself of myself. And the coolest part of all of this, so like when I make my videos on YouTube, my software that I use, I'm looking at myself right now as I'm making the video. The camera's up here, and then it pans so I can see myself. And then when I look straight into my camera screen, I see myself, so I see my arms flailing and all that stuff. I just want to make sure the presentation's good. For this camera, it's the same thing. When I'm looking on this end, I'm looking at I'm looking at a first-person perspective. But when I want to vlog or something like that, I can flip the camera 180 degrees, and it becomes like a selfie mode, like where I can actually vlog like this, looking in the camera and looking at you guys. Because I know a lot of vlogs do that too. I'm kind of self-conscious a little bit when it comes to doing that, because I don't know if it's directly looking at me, if I'm looking into the lens, if I'm wandering off or doing anything else like that. That's probably like that probably is what sold me on the camera, the fact that you can just do that. And that's going to be great too for getting for when it comes to just me walking and talking and stuff like that. And then when I flip it down this way, it's probably going to be more for scenery, for looking at buildings or looking at landscapes or stuff like that. But there's a few other functions here as well. This camera runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Yeah, so 1080p, 60 frames per second, high definition. That's the highest quality. I think I'm gonna go for 1080p, 30 frames per second, because the 60 frames really eats away at the battery. That's why I got two batteries, so I'm able to take pictures, so I could take videos, and I don't have to worry about going back and forth of recharging. And the recharge, it takes a really long time to recharge the battery. I think it takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours to recharge fully. Another thing, it has flash photography. So give me 1 second here, and say cheese. So you have flash photography. Like I mentioned as well, on the button on the side here is a Wi-Fi hotspot. So this can turn into like you can tether your like phone and stuff like that to the internet from this camera. It's not like you can't like surf the internet or stuff like that. It's mainly just for importing video and small videos and pictures from your phone. From your camera to your phone if you want to upload it to like Facebook or YouTube or something like that, or social media. There's a bunch of different knobs and gears like that. The camera lens also changes when it comes to contrasting with brightness and stuff like that. But ultimately, this is a phenomenal camera so far from what I've used. It has like a zoom feature as well. It has a bunch of different menu functionality that I still have to learn and get used to. But this is the camera that I decided to go with, and it's ultimately thanks to you guys who have donated, you guys who have spread the word, you guys who have been super supportive of me. And it's all on the future now. You know what I mean? I've mentioned this a few times in my streams, but my channel and everything that I do lives or dies by your support, and you guys have been extremely supportive, and I'm extremely grateful for that. You know what I mean? You guys don't even have to go out of your way that seriously to do all this for me, and you guys have, and I'm extremely grateful. And you know, I'm just really happy that you guys care enough about me to hear what I have to say, to care about my passion, you know, and everything that's happened in the last couple of months. So this is the camera that I'm gonna be going through and using. And as a little treat as well, I've already gone ahead and done a bit of vlogging for you guys. I'm gonna have the vlog at the very end of this video. It is kind of rough, but I hope you guys understand. It is my first vlog. There's a little bit of audio resistance because I'm outside and it was windy when I decided to make the video. But ultimately, I'm just giving you guys I'm giving you guys a little bit of a demonstration as to how the camera works with the quality, the visuals, the audios, the lighting, everything else like that, and just looking like a goddamn fool vlogging for the first time in public to some extent. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, this video is ultimately a thank you, and this is like an appreciation video for you guys. You guys literally made this possible, and if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be going to RTX. I wouldn't be able to have this camera, and it probably wouldn't be as awesome as it's been in the last few months of making YouTube videos and especially streaming. So I thank you guys all very much from the bottom of my heart. I have a few more videos in mind that I'm going to be coming out with in the next couple of days, so I hope you guys can look forward to that as well. But leave me your thoughts. What do you guys think of the camera? What do you guys think about the vlog? Ultimately, leave me your feedback of the vlog, especially. How's the audio? How's the visuals? How's the lighting? How's the commentary? Is everything good? What can I improve on? I really want to take that into consideration because I'm going to be practicing vlogging for the next couple of months leading up to RTX, so it's not as awkward or weird, and so I just have the hang of things. So leave all of that in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to leave a like. I'd really appreciate that as well. I hope you enjoy the vlog, and that's where it's going to cut off. But thank you guys for everything, truly and honestly, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care. Alright, well, this is my backyard. It's a really basic backyard, nothing much to speak of. My neighbor's backyard and stuff like that. I don't really speak to any of my neighbors, but just figured I'd show you this. It's really early in the morning, it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm just gonna go do a little bit of walking and such, just so you guys can get a look at the view and everything. This is my driveway. This is my first floor neighbor's van and all of that stuff. But let me turn this really quick. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking bright. It is so bright. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to really angle this because the sun's in my eye and all that other stuff, but I guess this is good. But yeah, so it is freezing outside. I tell everybody this because I'm dark-skinned that I'm not designed for this kind of weather. But I don't know. How do you guys like this kind of view? Is this like better for vlogging? I don't really know. Like, I'm gonna try to practice vlogging between now and RTX, but the main thing that I'm trying to get across, and I think the lighting's actually pretty, wow, the lighting's really good. It like transitions really well. This is 1080p 60 frames, but I don't know, I really don't know what consists of a vlog. Like if this perspective is good, if it's better to have it turned around and see what I'm seeing. I'm still contemplating how I'm going to do the vlog when I get to RTX, like when it comes to meeting people and stuff like that. Also, let me know how the audio is. I'm obviously going to check it in the video when I edit, but I'm just making sure, just double checking and all that stuff. But yeah, like I'm just testing this out right now just to see the quality and see how it is during the daylight and stuff like that. Just doing a full 360 right now with me looking into the lens. But we're gonna get to see some scenery. I'm gonna be walking around my neighborhood, actually a little bit further down. I'm probably gonna head down to like the beachfront and just show you some of that stuff, show you guys like the bay that I live at. But yeah, we'll be getting into that. So I will see you guys in a second. All right, so right now I'm walking down to like the beachfront. This is like a really kind of secluded street. I'm a few blocks down from where I live. I think I'm like 2 or 3 blocks down. This is a giant field that used to be a baseball field, but they ended up like clearing it off. But again, this is just a test really quick to just show off the quality, the sound, all that stuff, the visuals, the lighting. And so far I'm really impressed, I'm really satisfied. This is again at 60 frames per second, 1080p, and what I'm seeing is what you're seeing. And at the very end right there, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. At the very end, you'll see like a bunch of rocks. That is our hurricane barrier. We've never really needed it. I've lived in this city my whole life and have never experienced like a hurricane or anything like that. But there are times where we get like remnants of hurricane remnants from other places, so that's just something to expect. But give me one second, I'm gonna switch the angle so you guys can actually see me, and I'm gonna flip this up so I can see me as well. But hold on, let me put this strap on because I do not want my camera to fall out of my hands and break. But yeah, so I'm still getting used to the overall vlogging. It is super fucking cold, which is why I'm wearing my hood. And there's a car coming down the street right now, so this is probably gonna be the first person that's just gonna be staring at me through the, you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Just talking to himself on a camera. But right now I'm just, you know, just testing out things. Trying to get out, get a morning jog going as well. Just, you know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It is super freaking cold right now. And the sun's beaming on me, so I don't know why it's super cold. But again, I'm just doing this to get it in the step of vlogging for you guys. You know, just trying to do all this for RTX, be comfortable in my own skin, be comfortable, you know, in public with everybody. And if you hear a loud noise, it's because I'm in the backdrop of a facility, so you'll probably hear that noise, so I'm probably gonna cut right now. All right guys, so this is the coastline. This is where I usually do my morning runs. And this coastline will take you, it coasts all along the side of the beach, and at the very end you'll get to one of the popular beaches in my city. And I apologize if you guys are getting wind resistance in the mic, just because it is really windy on this end. But yeah, like right now I'm just doing that, giving you guys again some more visuals. This is the hurricane barrier up close. It runs all the way down, and it pretty much covers our entire city on the beach end. So yeah, there's that. And I'm gonna switch angles up really quick here, flip my camera, and my fingers are really cold, so I gotta be careful just so I don't mess up anything. And I apologize for this terrible transition. And the sun's beaming in my eyes, so yeah. I really don't know what else to really talk about. Oh, given the fact that it's so fucking cold, a lot of people have been mentioning when I go to RTX to make sure I bring shorts and stuff like that, and it's gonna be really, really hot. I am begging for that weather right now, because again, I'm dark skinned, so I feel like I'm not designed for this kind of weather, like anything cold. I mean, I live in New England, and we deal with all types of, you know, temperature changes. Like in the winter, it's it's blistering cold. In the summer, it's blistering hot. The fall and the spring are pretty great. Those are probably the best calming of the seasons. And we haven't really gotten any snow. We got one really bad snowstorm a couple months back, and we're approaching April already. So I think it's like record-breaking how climate's changing and all that other stuff, because we usually get snow a lot, and we never get snow before New Year's Eve anymore. So there's that. But for a treat for you guys, I'm actually gonna get up on this coastline, because at the top, tourists can actually go on there and see the bay area. So I'm gonna be doing that for you guys as well. I hope I'm not rambling too much. I hope the quality's good. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm not gonna find out until I get home. But again, this is again a test for the camera and for everything else, just so you guys can get an understanding of me, so I can get used to vlogging and all that other stuff. But I will cut again, and I will see you guys at the top of that hurricane barrier. All right, so we're at the base of the hurricane barrier, and just so you guys know, I'm obviously gonna reveal where I live, just because I don't really think I'm famous. I don't think anyone's gonna try to assassinate me. But we're at the Harbor Walk, city of New Bedford. This is where I was born and raised, and we have a rich, the city has a rich history of whaling. Our city is the setting for the Moby Dick book. Frederick Douglass was born here. He's one of the civil rights activists. And for the hurricane barrier, that's how serious it gets sometimes. When I was younger, I think I've only seen a handful of times where they actually had to seal off the lines of the barriers, just because we had really bad storms. So just letting you guys know. And then that barrier runs along as well in the back front. So we're actually gonna turn around, and I gotta zoom back out. We're actually gonna head up. This is the first time that I've actually been on this walkway since they've renovated it, just because you can see my shadow. Hey guys. But this is the first time that I'm walking on here, because beforehand it was just the basic hurricane barrier, and I think people were trying to like climb up here on the rocks just so that way they can get a view of the bay, and so they can walk along the barriers. And it wasn't really that attractive for tourists as well, because we get tourists from time to time, like when we have festivals and stuff like that, or Mr. Whaler or something like that in the city. So they just decided to renovate and change it up, and we get a lot of tourists now because of it. And like our ports and our docking areas get a lot of tourists because we got a lot of ships and stuff like that. But we are approaching the top right now, and I'm super stoked because it's been a really long time since I've seen this, so I'm actually just as excited as you guys. But yeah, and then once I get to the top, you guys can see, look at this. This is beautiful. I haven't been around here for years, since I was a little kid, and I live right there too, but I barely go to the beach anymore, so I apologize for the wind, but I'm just gonna show off the scenery really quick for you guys. It is super windy, oh my gosh. And then if you look off to the distance, I'm gonna hit the zoom right here. If you look off to the distance, you can also see that the hurricane barriers actually run throughout the entire, it like wraps around the whole city. So you guys can see like all the way out there too. And then it closes off there, and that's where the other city is, Fairhaven. So I'm gonna turn around now, and I gotta zoom out for you guys. But before I do, actually, give me 1 second. All right, so I hope the quality is good. I hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet vlog of the camera, the quality, the Canon PowerShot G7X. I really enjoy it. I'm really happy you guys were able to help donating, helping me get to RTX, and helping me able to fund this camera. And I look forward to more vlogs when it's not fucking windy and freezing and cold. But I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna jog my ass back home. So I'll see you guys there, and have a good day. Take care.